I don't know whether to do a silly voice again. Anyway, I want over 300 horsepower. Hawkeye WRX owners, watch. This is how we get there. Welcome back. I'm back at the dyno, and today I'm going to go through the upgrade path for a Hawkeye Impreza WRX, the 2.5 from 2006 and 2007. If you watched the 2-litre WRX upgrade path video, you'd realise that was pretty easy. The Hawkeye is even easier. So I'm going to take you through the simple steps, and we have a live example here, because I haven't got the WRX, so I've got a Forester STI, but you know that anyway. So we're going to go through an example on that car and show you where we get to. So the star of today's video is Daniel.
My objective today with this Subaru Impreza is to aim around the 330 mark, get a boost in right, get a nice little early spool.
Super. Right, let's see what we can do. We have an induction kit, not necessary to get the power, but some people like the sound of it. We have a free-flowing exhaust, sports cat in this particular car, and the standard WRX Hawkeye intercooler, which is not quite as good as the STI one, but still more than good enough to produce the power that we're looking for. We've got a dump valve, and he has changed the fuel pump in the tank. So there are 4 easy steps to achieving over 300 horsepower on your Hawkeye WRX, and I'll go through those now. The first of these you may well have done already on stage 1, which is fitting a free-flowing exhaust, a sports cat or a decat system. Secondly, an unrated fuel pump. A Walbro 255 is the most common, but there are other options available, such as the Fuji Racing 340 that I've shown on the screen here. Next, a larger turbo, typically a VF35, but there are lots of options on that. And finally, and most importantly, bring them all together with a remap by me. There are other mappers available, obviously. Flames are good around the tunnel.
Yeah, flames are fun. So we are, after a few runs, we're getting close to the target, sort of 0.1 of a horsepower off, but it'll do more than that. I'll add a bit more fuel at the bottom end here, and I'll just raise it up at the top end here, just to bring it a bit neat, a bit neater. The boost is still a little bit too high, that turbo wants the boost, so I'm going to try and hold that back a bit more. Cool. Gotcha.
Just to save your clutch.
Sounds good, mate.
Yeah. So it's going now. So 259.6 at the wheels. Right, so yeah, a bit better on the boost side of things. So bringing this down. I'll try and bring this up a little bit. So if we can just hit a flat line 1.1 there, because it's going to make more than enough torque
even at just over a bar, it's 300 and yeah, even at just over a bar, it's at 360. So bring that to 1.1, that'll hit 370, and then work on the top end.
Sweet.
So customer's just going for a test drive, and he'll be back shortly, having experienced what the actual difference in performance is. So it'll be interesting to see what his opinion of the difference is.
That was fun, wasn't it?
What do you reckon?
Yes, totally transformed it.
Awesome.
Totally transformed it. Done a great job, mate.
Superb.
Feels great, boosts early.
Good.
Sounds amazing.
So there's the final result. 335. Bang on target. Well, a bit over target. So boost wise, that was 1.2 bar maximum, and tails off at the top end. Lovely.
Great job.
So getting Hawkeye WRX to over 300 is really straightforward. First thing you need to do is a VF turbo or a larger turbo. The standard TDA4 doesn't quite reach it. This particular example has a VF35 turbo from a Blob-Eye STI. Secondly, a freer flowing exhaust, sports cat or decap. And thirdly, a fuel pump. I used to say that the standard fuel pump was good enough for this kind of performance on a Hawkeye, but bear in mind that they're 16-year-old cars now. It's worth upgrading the fuel pump to a Walbro 255 or a 340 LPH fuel pump. The likes of Fuji or Racing Lines produce those. The last thing and most important thing is bring it all together with a remap by me. So that's where we got to. 335. Target was 330. Awesome result. 370 pounds per foot of torque, which is great. So I hope you found that interesting and useful. If you like the video, please give us a like down below. By all means comment. Love to hear your feedback on these upgrade path videos, or if you've got any suggestions for other models to cover. If you like what I'm trying to do with these videos, then please consider subscribing. I'll see you next time.